Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, I just wanted to come and kind of just wake up with y'all. I know I'm not in my usual geesh, but I'm here. A bitch is still cut. Um, I'm still here. So, anyway, y'all, what is going on? I just wanted to kind of come and share my morning thoughts with y'all. Just about shit I just be randomly thinking. Because in the morning time is when I usually have like a lot of revelations and I have so much on my mind to talk about. So let's go ahead and get on into one thing, right? Um, I just seen a situation with a man and a woman. They were on the bus. And the girl, I guess like the boy, her boyfriend was antagonizing her. Like really he was kind of being a little bit possessive. He was kind of being a little bit controlling, and she was trying to get up and move and go another seat, and she was just pretty much saying like, can you please move? She was next to the window, so she was asking him like, can you please get up so I can move, because you're kind of getting aggressive right now. So she proceeds to go ahead and get up and tries to leave. He pushes her down. He starts screaming like, sit down. Like, what are you doing? Like, he started trying to flip the script and saying like, oh, you putting your hands on me. You're putting your hands on me. When he was actively, you can see in the video that he was putting his hands on the girl and like rough handling her as she's trying to get up, and then like she's trying to push him off, and he's trying to say like, oh no, you're the being the antagonizer, when he's actively being very aggressive to her. So she then stands up and tries to cross over on the back of the seat. She stands up on top of the seat and just was going to climb over to another seat. He then put like pushes her, grab her, slams her down like in a real aggressive way, like he was dealing with a man and like about to punch on her, and people got up and was like, hold on, stop, like what are you doing? That's a woman, what are you doing? So she goes ahead and tries to get off the bus again. He then proceeds to do the same thing and pushes this woman down. He's playing on this narrative, and this is what I'm going to go ahead and clock right here. He was playing on the narrative of trying to make her seem like she was the angry black woman when she's actively trying to get the fuck away from you. And this is something that black men tend to do a lot, that I see. Not all of course, but it's a group, a segment that definitely does this in our community, that plays on that narrative for their own benefits, because they already know how society sees black women in whole. So they try to sit up there and play this narrative of, oh, you're being the antagonizer, you're being the one, when the woman reacts to their physical abuse or mental abuse. Usually, most times it's both. um, and when you deal with both of those things, they sit up there and try to gaslight you and say that, oh no, it's you. You're being the antagonizer, when really all along they're the ones being aggressive, abusive, and I find that this shit can really be, it can really play into a toxic narrative for black women, because no one in there truly stepped in to help that woman. They sit up there and they let her, oh, excuse me, let me go where the lighting, I know my lighting's terrible right now, but they sit up there and try to, they didn't even do anything. That's my point that I was making. They didn't do shit. No one stepped in, but yet let it have been somebody else. another race of woman or maybe even a child, then people would have been quick to step in. Oh yeah, you know, but that man was actively bullying that woman. Like it was terrible. And so she's like, call the police. Like, please, somebody call the police. Please, like, I'm trying to get away from him. She gets off of the bus, right? Trying to get away from him. She gets off the bus and she proceeds to walk away. He is following this woman. He is following this woman. Your wig is crooked. Okay, but I don't have a wig on. Anyway, we're gonna ignore you. Um, But he then chases after her and she's like, get away from me. She had some bleach in her hand. I guess she was coming from the store, so she had something in her hand and she was gonna throw it in his eyes to defend herself. And he pretty much was still antagonizing her, trying to come towards her. She's like, please leave me alone. He's still actively trying to get with this woman, trying to fight her. Like now that on a bus, he's got his fist balled up. He's in that stance. You know when men get mad in that stance that they make when they ready to fight. He's like that towards his girlfriend. Nobody did anything but record. And this is the problem with in our community. If you ain't black for real, and you're not understanding, I want you to get the fuck off of here. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and say. I'm a lead off before I finish this story. If you are not black, or if you have a problem with black people or something like that, you need to get the fuck off of here because this is not for you. Okay, I just want to make that quick disclaimer. But anyway, so no one did shit. And when it comes to black women, people tend to turn their eye because they feel like, oh, they have this narrative, this stereotype about us that's often not true. If you actually get to know a lot of black women, we are some good sisters and we are like Mother Nature for real, for real. We'll take care of any and everybody. We don't give a fuck about no skin color or nothing like that. Okay? But we sit up there and we villainize these women, and we can see the antagonist. We can see the antagonist who's the protagonist and who isn't, and still make that person out to be the victim. We got people in the comments talking about oh, well, what she did. Man, he not tripping. He was that girl was not putting her hands on him. She was calling him out his name. She was asking for help and for him to leave and move her, trying to move herself from the situation. And he did not allow her. So much so he chased her off the bus. She's like, I'm going to throw this bleach in your eyes if you don't leave me alone. He's still like, oh, well, I'm going to knock you out then. And this isn't just a video that's just, oh, this is just this one situation. I know because I know my community. This is shit that happens often. And I've had conversations with certain men and black men, and some of them, great men. A lot of them. Okay, we got some great brothers out there. Let me just say that, make that disclaimer. But we also have a segment within our community that ain't shit. That ain't shit. And want to justify abusive behavior when you can clearly see that this person is a bad person. And we do that because it's parts within you that do that shit. It's parts within you that feel some type of way. Okay? It's parts in you that feels like a hit dog because you do the same thing, or you have done the same thing in an abusive way, and you see somebody else acting out that same nasty behavior, and you have empathy for the aggressor because you've been there before. So you can empathize with all those negative feelings, but you have no real empathy or feelings towards the victim, towards the person that is experiencing the abuse. And just because you experience abuse, this is another misconception. Just because you do experience abuse does not mean, uh, oh, you can't say shit. You can't defend yourself. Cause I see that often a lot of times too. It's just like when I was in school and somebody would be fucking with me, picking with me, cause I had been in a couple fights. But somebody would be fucking with me, messing with me, and then I'm not the type that you can bully. I'm not gonna allow you to bully me. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not gonna be meek. People think that like you supposed to play into this victim role. Some people like, no, bitch, I'm gonna protect myself at all means. Okay? And when I was in that situation, I protected myself. I had to do what I had to do. And when I was knocking motherfuckers out and doing what I had to do, and then, oh, it was a problem. Now I'm getting expelled from school because I not, but if they hit me, if they were attacking me, if they were the aggressor, why would I not protect myself? Why is the victim getting in trouble? Why is the victim seeming like they're getting more whiplash back from a situation than the actual aggressor? And that is the situation with this guy that I'm talking about that was straight up abusing his girlfriend. And nobody really did shit except for sit there and watch. And yes, I'm sure she has some fault and there's some things that she could have done better. But what do? Everybody don't know how to react when they're being abused in these type of narcissistic relationships. Everybody don't know how to react to that shit. Some people do and some people may not. You know? Good morning, Chastity. But yes, but that's all I really wanted to come and talk about, y'all. I just felt like that shit was just crazy as how what I just witnessed. And it really plays a big part in our community and how we treat each other and how the women are treated. When a lot of the times the women in our community are the backbones, are the one that's holding the household together, that's holding shit together. But then we sit up there and have resentment towards that woman because of that and then want to start treating her like shit. So, you know, that's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to clock that T. And yeah, that's really it. I'm still waking up. Okay. Yeah, waking and baking. I can't show that part on camera, but that's what I'm doing. And yeah, hold on, because I definitely can't do this part on camera. You know. No, so I was talking about a situation, H Mob. I was talking about a situation that I just was watching on social media pretty much. A boy, he was uh abusing his girlfriend on the bus. He was getting physical with her on the bus and no one stepped in to help. And how often people don't step in to help because, especially for black women, because they feel like, well, I don't know what she did. I don't know the situation, when you can clearly see what is presented in front of you, that this person is being really aggressive. They're being very antagonistic and something is off here, but we don't give the same grace to black women that we give to other races of women, that we may see something that's off and we may immediately come to their rescue, you know and that's just been an ongoing situation or in stereotype of black women. So yeah. That was the summary. Hold on, I can't do this. Yeah, I want to hit the blunt on camera. Jesus Christ. Mm. A little wake and bake ain't never hurt nobody, yeah. Mm. So I plan on coming back actually and doing like some makeup videos and like some self-care stuff and a little bit like probably something like for my morning routine. Just what I do. I would do it right now that I'm on camera already, but no shade. When I'm brushing my teeth, I get in. Like, I'm like the one that's gargling, trying to get the water close as down in my throat as possible. Like, I do too much when I'm brushing my teeth, so I can't do no skincare routine right now. Y'all gonna be, oh my God, this girl is getting, yes. And then I be brushing my teeth for like 7 minutes straight and then go back over it. Like I'm really anal about that, and it's not a cute process. But it gets the job well done. But yeah, oh my goodness, I don't know what I got planned for today though, because I literally called off. Like I called off of work, which is for a good reason though, because I need new brakes. I need new brakes and my car is kind of acting a little funny. So I'll be able to do that tomorrow because my mechanic will be available. So definitely will wait to go anywhere far, especially because my job is like an hour away. So yeah, no driving for me today. We're going to follow our intuition. Okay, I just made a video about that, following your intuition, not questioning it. Okay. And following your intuition really does help you trust yourself too. And when you trust yourself, you are able to navigate this world a lot better because you are sure. You're sure about your situation. You're sure about your answers, your yes, your no's, and what you want. So, yeah. And knowing yourself, most importantly, trusting your intuition has everything to do with knowing yourself because if you don't know yourself, you can't trust yourself. I mean, how the fuck would you trust somebody that you don't know? So that's why it's important to know yourself and have a deep understanding of who you are. And then it will also make it a lot easier for you not to get manipulated because you know who you are. So no one can doubt you or make you second guess yourself because you are so sure, you're self assured. And that's what having discernment and just having high intuition is all about. Really. I am from Baltimore. I am. You can probably tell from my accent. It's a little thick. It's a little thick when I don't want to hide it. When I'm not code switching. Yeah, no code switching today. You're getting the real raw and uncut version, okay? Straight up. Okay, one of Baltimore's finest, if you did not know. That's true, though. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, y'all. But let me go ahead and start getting ready because I cannot stand looking like I just woke up. Like, let's go ahead, wash our face, get some light back into myself. Because I look tired still. Because I low-key am. I low-key am. I went to bed like at 2 o'clock. So, yeah. I'm a little still. I'm still a little drowsy. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get up and get the day started. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all in a little bit. I'll come back later when I'm like all together. Peace. All right. All right. I'll see y'all later.